News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6. Going to check in first with our KX Cam network. Across the state right now, seeing some below zero temperatures pretty widespread across the board. Comparatively speaking, a little bit warmer down towards the south in Bismarck and Dickinson, 3 below and 1 below for those locations. Teens below, though, up towards Minot and Williston, and those wind chills are much, much worse than those actual temperatures. First, here were last night's wind chills. Again, seeing some 40s below zero up towards the northern tier of the state. Some mids, upper 30s really elsewhere across the board for our central and northern locations. And our second round here shows more 30s to 35s below zero across the board. And we're expecting round two as we push further along into tonight and really through most, if not all, of tomorrow morning. But first things first, here are those current temperatures, seeing widespread below zeros for pretty much the entirety of the region, with the exception of Hettinger and Bowman seeing some 9s and 8s. But overall, look at the teens below, 17 below towards Crosby, and again, getting even colder before the night is finished. We also have those pesky wind chills brought to you by Absolute Comfort Plumbing and Heating. Look at this. It's 30 below right now in Minot, 31 below for you in Mohawk, and in Crosby, 21 below back towards Medina. And again, this is nothing compared to what we expect by about 8 a.m. or so tomorrow morning, even further through in the Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. So let's begin about 9:30 tonight temperature-wise. This is, again, 9:30 tonight, 13 below from Minot, 18 below back towards Rugby, seeing some below zero values down towards the southern tier. As you push through the overnight hours to about 6:30 tomorrow morning, and some more 20s below zero towards our northeastern location. Overall, pretty much the entirety of the region, even down towards the south, are below zero at this hour. Our peak daytime heating hour tomorrow about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, seeing more of those below zeros up towards the north, even seeing some positive values, perhaps some 3s, some 5s down towards southern tier. But overall, our friends to the north are going to be below zero temperature-wise for at least the next 24 to 36 hours, even by Sunday morning. Look at this, teens and 20s below pretty much uniformly across the entirety of the region. We do have an extreme cold warning in effect for our northern tier counties and an advisory pretty much elsewhere across the northern half of the state. So what does this mean exactly? Well, we have these wind chills for tonight into tomorrow morning. Crosby, Williston, look at this, 43 below zero with that expected wind chill by 8 a.m. for Crosby tomorrow. Again, 20s and 30s below zero, pretty uniformly across the board. So if you are heading out up towards the north, definitely bundle up with as much clothing as you can bear, because it's going to be frigidly cold out across the board. And we also have that snow to consider as we push further along into early tomorrow morning into our Sunday perhaps. We have this area of high pressure, first of all, up towards our north. That's going to be the steering factor for pretty much this entire system as you move through tonight and into tomorrow. As that low approaches, it pretty much has no choice but to duck towards our south, because this high pressure is very stubborn, doesn't want to go anywhere, which is why our far southwestern county is going to see pretty much all of the snow from this system. Should be out of here for the most part by the time we get into early Sunday morning. And as far as how much to expect, 4 to 6 inches for you in Bowman, down towards Hettinger, New England. Dickinson, kind of hard to say. You see a tight gradient here, maybe 1 to 2 inches for your location, not much for Bismarck or for Williston. Looking at Williston's next 5 days, though, a high of 3 tomorrow, 12 by Sunday, and look at this. By the time we get to Wednesday, even seeing a 28 for that expected daytime high. Dickinson, again, a little bit better overall, seeing some 30s by Wednesday, but again, some snow and frigidly cold temperatures until we get to that point first, though. Looking at Minot's next 7 days, tomorrow a high of 8 below zero, and of course those wind chills 20 to 35 below zero for the majority of the day. Some 20s are coming briefly, though, for Wednesday and Thursday. And Bismarck's next 7 days, 4 and 6 for your weekends. Overnight lows, pretty cold for a couple of those nights, and some 30s maybe by Wednesday and Thursday.
You can always tell it's bad when even the dogs don't want to go out around this time.
Yeah, I'm kind of running out of adjectives to describe how cold this is. It's been several days now, so let's check in with Kiara and see how she's enjoying all of this.
Oh, it's been great. It's been really fun, Kenny. Thank you for asking.
Good, I'm glad.
But thank you.
She's
and
ready
coming
to
up next in